So Yoda learned how to go ghost from those Force spirits, and I'm guessing Obi-Wan learned from Yoda. Who taught Darth Vader?
Yeah, that's a big question I had for George, and I have an answer, but I'm not going to give it to you. Part of it definitely revolves around the fact, which I think is a critical change that he made that I actually like a lot, which is that Anakin after death is the young man that you knew. Anakin, when he appears in the Force, is the last moment that he was the good person that he very much wanted to be, the good person that we believed in. It doesn't make sense mythologically for him to maintain the guise of the old man afterward in the Force, because he was never good. He was never balanced when he was that person. He was the wicked old man. So he has to shed that skin like everything else. So he appears as a young man. Yoda doesn't learn directly all those answers either from the priestesses. They are basically putting him through a trial to see if he's even worthy of this knowledge and would he abuse the knowledge and somehow pervert the power. He still has to learn this process from Qui-Gon, which is why he tells Obi-Wan he's communing with Qui-Gon later in Revenge of the Sith. That was another thing we had to hurdle over, which is all that continuity where he tells, I've been talking to Qui-Gon, which is why we put the scene in where Yoda goes to Anakin and says, hey, had you been talking to Qui-Gon on Mortis? And Anakin's like, well, I thought maybe, but Obi-Wan's like, no way. Which is the summary of, like, you have to get that Obi-Wan doesn't believe on Mortis. He's not as much a true believer as Anakin was about that whole experience. When you're into this type of stuff, you can go as long as you talk long enough. It sounds like I answered you.
I mean, even just watching the episode, because Yoda is talking to Anakin, it almost is like he's planting the seed in Anakin's mind.
Oh, yes, Leland. Darn, you figured it out.
Jamie King did the voice of all 5 of the
She's
priestesses.
all of them.
Yeah.
Jamie had a great time. She's someone that can take on that challenge, and we had to come up with these archetype voices